Okay guys, in this video, you're gonna learn a framework that you can use to handle any objection in any industry and just slide right past them nice and smooth. Stay tuned.
I'm an addict, addicted to being savage. My life is a little graphic, like HBO making magic. I'm rapping to make that passive money. Okay guys, so imagine a customer comes in, and we know that customers are naturally gonna object. So what I want you to do, number one, just know that it's a part of the sales process. Know that it's gonna happen. Don't lower your state. So what does that mean? When a customer comes in and they say, hey, I need to think about it at the end of the sale, your job is not to crumble. Your job is not to break. Your job is not to lose motivation. Your job is not to lose state. Matter of fact, your job is to get excited and know that every time you get an objection, you're closer to a sale, okay? But you're gonna have to stick in there. You're gonna have to go round for round. You're gonna have to push through, and you're also gonna have to make sure that they don't even know that it's really happening. So today, I'm gonna teach you a framework that you can use in any industry. I guarantee if you get really good at it, it's gonna make your words flow like water, and it's gonna make your customers close up every single time, okay? So step number one is internalize. Now, let's imagine I'm out on the car lot. You know, I was in the car industry for a lot of years, so on the channel, I'm gonna equate some things to car sales, but we build coaching companies, salespeople in all industries for anything, okay? But this one is a very common objection in any industry. I gotta think about it, okay? The customer says, I need to think about it. They're outside on the lot, and they're like, hey man, I just gotta think about it. Most salespeople, you know what they do? They run and get their manager. Wah, wah, wah. He said he gotta think about it. Listen, man, that's not how we're gonna do. We don't need a babysitter, okay? It's super simple what we can say. Now, the word track, you gotta know the word track in your brain so you can operate like a machine, so that way you can spit out words that make sense, and you're like a sniper and you're not firing around like a machine gun sprayer. So first, I'm gonna teach you the word track of this, and then I'm gonna teach you how to frame it in your mind so it just comes out nice and smooth and you can make it your own. The word track for I need to think about it is, of course you need to think about it. I haven't given you enough information not to think about it. What I like to do is give you a quick 5-minute proposal of all the facts and figures. That way, when you go home, you truly have something to think about. Does that sound fair? Perfect, follow me, and we give them a 5-minute proposal. Now listen, you're not gonna say that. The goal is the pros have something memorized, internalized, and then they can customize it and make it their own. Internalize it. What does that mean? That means, dude, read the objections, your top 5 objections right now. Write down your top 5 objections. You're literally gonna read and write those down, the answers to those 1,000 times in any industry. You can message me, I'll send you over my 52 word tracks, and then you can customize them for your industry. It doesn't matter. They work for you. They'll make you a machine. But I need to think about it. Write that down 1,000 times. Amateurs, they go right to customizing it. It doesn't make sense, and then therefore the customer doesn't move. They think objections are stupid. They think word tracks are stupid. Listen, you're stupid. I've made millions of dollars doing this. I guarantee it'll work if you follow the process. Internalize it, memorize it, get it going through your system. Understand that it's common sense. I want you to write down common sense. Let's imagine what that objection, I need to think about it, means. They're a little nervous. You've done a great job on the fact find, the qualify, the meet and greet. Dude, you've done a great job. You've watched the videos, you know the training, you know they're on the right product, and they're just a little bit like, hey man, I gotta think about it. In their brain, if they left right now and they don't know where we stood on the vehicle, does that serve them? No, they don't even know what to do. They don't even know what the payments are. They don't know anything. I believe you can get 100% of customers to paper. 100% of customers in a buying situation where 40 to 50% of them will close. Now, most salespeople are only getting 20 to 30% of people to paper. That's why they're selling 5, 6, 7 cars a month. Dude, you could sell that in a day. I'm here to tell you, you can do it. You gotta get everybody to paper. So the simple objection here is, I need to think about it. Listen, a lot of people need to think about it. I'm gonna handle it the customized way. I'm gonna say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Customer, number one, hey, I get you gotta think about it. Man, it's a big purchase. The fact that you guys are here with me means everything to me, guys. I just wanna thank you for your time. And what I like to do before you guys leave today is just give you a quick 5-minute proposal so you know where we stand on the vehicle. And then that way, when you go home, you and your wife truly have something to think about. Like, would that be fair? Could I do that for you? And they're like, well, that makes sense, because logically, it makes sense. Customers buy when it's logical and emotional. Emotional, the lights are turned on at the dealer. They're excited in your business. They do want to buy, but you got to make it logical to move them down the steps to the sale. You got to make it logical for them to go to the next level. So they're like, yeah, cool.
cool, I think so. Boom, I pull them right inside, I sit them down, and I communicate with my desk manager. I communicate that they were trying to leave. I communicate that I handled the objection so that my desk manager knows where I'm at in the deal and he can come help and we can work this thing out together. Now, when you customize it, you can make it your own that works for you and your business, but you don't look stupid looking like this. I don't know what to say. I'm a little confused. You're not confused, dude. You just haven't trained. Guys, there's professionals in this business that treat this like a life and not just a job. Like they really truly eat, sleep, and dream about this shit. For 10 years, dude, I never even knew who, you guys know all these Travis Scotts and all these little different bands and all this other bullshit. I just listen to Objections every single day. I'm listening to car sales. I'm listening to Objections. I'm listening to word tracks. I'm taking this shit seriously. I know that this is an opportunity, if I'm really good at this, that I can make doctor money. Dude, the barrier of entry is nothing. You can get into sales, and if you're really good and you learn how to communicate like a pro, you can do anything. But a lot of people are filling their mind with a lot of shit that doesn't matter. Like, guys, I'm all for listening to music and shit, but listen, you gotta be building your craft. And when are you gonna build your craft? On the way to work in the morning. You're gonna be driving to work, listening to these videos, you're gonna like, share, subscribe this video, and you're gonna become a true professional. And I will promise you something. If you can handle these will make people feel comfortable. When people feel comfortable, they move to the second level. But you know what? When you have to go get your manager every time, you know what happens to your gross? It goes lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. And then you're just the mini salesperson on the dealership. In order to protect your gross, in order to protect your reputation with the customers, you don't want to be bringing somebody in every time. So let's go to another objection really quick off the top of my mind. I got 2 more cars to take a look at. Here's the objection. Let's say that you went and looked at 2 of them, 5 of them, or 10 of them, and my 2018 Nissan Altima was the last one that you needed to take a look at. Look, in the end, what would be the deciding factor on the vehicle you'd end up purchasing? Would it be the car itself, regardless of the deal, or would it be the great deal that the dealership's willing to give you? Which one would it be? And they're like, oh man, it'd be the car. I'd be like, so if you went to the dealership down the street and the car was priced $5,000 more and it was the same car, would you buy it? No, so it would be the deal. See, I can take you 2 ways. Or they said it would be the deal. I'm gonna say perfect. So it's not a matter of if you're gonna buy, it's just win. And win is when the deal is right? You see how my mouthpiece moves? You see how I communicate my words? You see how they're concise? You see how they're deliberate? You see how I don't have to think about it? You see how I've got that confidence? You see how I've got that persuasion? Now, that's a word track. Again, I know it. I know thousands of word tracks in my head, okay? But when I'm with a customer, I have to deliver it. Now, persuasion, that's what your goal is to persuade them. It's not just the word track you say. It's not the cute shit you say. It's how you believe in what you say. It's how you deliver your point. It's not the word track. The word track's not gonna close anybody. It's the mouthpiece behind the word track. It's the heart behind the word track. It's the energy behind the word track. So here's how I would handle that one. I got 2 more cars to take a look at. I'm like, hey guys, no big deal. Hey, this is a big decision. I'm just glad that you guys are giving me the chance to earn your business today. So I wanna thank you. But guys, let's say hypothetically, if you went down to that dealership, I don't need to go pull it up on the internet. I don't need to do any of that shit, man. That's for amateurs. I'm gonna say, bro, listen, Mr. and Mrs. Customer, let's say you went and looked at 2 of them, 5 of them, or 10 of them, and you went to all those dealerships. In the end, like, what would matter most to you guys? That you got the right car at the right price. Is that right? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, so listen, we don't even know what the price is on this vehicle or where we stand. What I'd like to do is just give you a quick proposal. I know you love the car. I know this fits everything that you're looking for because you told me, and we tailored this to everything you want, right? So the other cars, they probably have to be similar, right? And they're like, yeah, it's not an F-250 and a Corolla. They're like, it'd have to be similar. I'm like, yeah. And then I'm like, perfect. So what I want to do is just show you where we stand and then we'll go from there. Is that cool? And then you guys can be on your way. I told them that they could leave. I told them that can happen, but I'm getting them down the sales process. Write this down. A good salesperson knows the sales process. Meet, greet, fact, find, qualify, all the stuff, demo, everything. A great salesperson knows where the customer is at in the sales process. That means when a customer tries to get off the sales process, we know how to navigate them back on. Not slimy, not weird, not high pressure, just with our words, because we can articulate our words and the customers respect that. They love that. How you build a great business, it's not just on selling somebody and just, and high pressure and It's not about that. Here's how you make a real business, a real brand. Here's how you sell 50, 60, 70 cars and not the average guy like 5, 6. You make friends. Friends will make you a fortune. And if you make a fortune off of friends and you have a really good network and a really good community and you're doing everything for them and you take the pressure out of the deal, I'm taking the pressure out of the deal so that we still have a good relationship. If I have to put a lot of pressure in the deal, a lot of words into the deal, it lowers my credibility score with the customer. My goal is to communicate effectively so they don't have to do this. Write this down. Internalize it, memorize it, customize it. Internalize it, memorize it, customize it. Write down your 5 objections. And then what I'd like you to do is like, share, and subscribe to this video. Guys, I know that 95% of salespeople out there don't even know this process, and that's why they don't make any money. Listen, we all got families. We all have people that are counting on us to make a lot of money, to do really good things. You know, and I know that you behind this video, you believe in you. You want to see this bigger, better sales life, and you can get it. I'm here to tell you. But there's somebody out there that needs to see this video just like you. So if you'll share it to them, that'll mean everything to me. Comment down below something that you learned today that you're gonna use, that you're gonna execute on. And then if you need the word tracks from me, I'll send them over to you for free. Just text me, 480-780-2203. You can text me if you ever have any questions. Thank you guys. Kick some butt, go to the next level, and be a true professional.